Now, I'm not saying that it's a terrible, horrible, disgusting idea to be in the market for a Toyota 4Runner. What am I saying? It is an awful idea to be in the market for a Toyota 4Runner right now. People are paying way over sticker price. People are paying an insanely high money factor on the lease. There's no major incentives. You gotta be a little bit cuckoo to be trying to get a good deal on this thing right now, because people are literally getting charged more than sticker price for one. What I want to do for you in this video is break down exactly how many Toyota 4Runners are out there compared against its competition, break it down trim by trim, tell you what you can expect as far as a good purchase price, a good lease price, and when I say good, I mean just not being robbed. And finally, I'll tell you some average insurance premiums you can expect in your state. What is happening, guys? Ari here from Boston Automotive Consulting, and by clicking here or the link in the description below, you'll be able to access a summary of tonight's negotiation guide on the Toyota 4Runner. You'll also be able to connect with local area Toyota dealerships on negotiationguides.com so that you can land the very best deal on a Toyota 4Runner. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, because this whole channel is going to teach you everything you're going to need to know so that you can negotiate your best possible deal. You guys, let's get down to business. I did a video yesterday on the Jeep Wrangler, and while there's plenty of Jeep Wranglers, you may want to consider one if you're trying to go after the best deal because of inventory and how dealerships are treating deals on those Wranglers. Because there's very little Toyota 4Runner inventory, that's why dealerships are charging more than the MSRP for them. As far as inventory goes, what we're seeing in the United States at the moment, 1,270 Toyota 4Runners, 437 Broncos, 7,843 Wranglers, 409 Defenders. Now, trim by trim, we're seeing 137 SR5s, 255 SR5 Premium, 41 TRD Off-Road, 336 TRD Off-Road Premium, 119 Venture, 208 Limited, 112 Nightshade, 68 TRD Pros. Because we've got so many TRD Off-Road Premiums, I wanted to pick one out for tonight's negotiation guide. Normally, on any of the trims, I'd be telling you to target between 5 and 7% off of MSRP. However, right now, you'll be lucky to find a dealership that's not charging you over the MSRP or charging you some absurd accessory or fees tacked on top of the MSRP. The one that I've got picked out is a TRD Off-Road Premium with an MSRP of $44,549, targeting the MSRP, nothing more, nothing less, getting to $44,549. Toyota is offering right now $750 in my region. Keep it wild savings, they're calling it. They're definitely keeping it wild with some of these prices that I've been seeing. But anyway, we're seeing no promotional APR, and Toyota's offering somewhere in the 4s if you're just going to the dealership and asking them, what can you do for the Toyota 4Runner in terms of financing? So definitely bring in your own. If you financed at 3.9%, this would land you at a 60-month payment of $832 a month, and that's assuming you're putting your taxes and fees up front. Now, if you're planning on leasing, you guys, I did prepare some other lease estimates on the other trims. By clicking here or the link in the description below, you'll be able to access that on negotiationguides.com. Now, assuming that you got MSRP on the 4Runner, we have no lease cash. We've got a residual of 71% for 36 months at 12,000 miles a year, and we've got an absurdly high money factor of 0.00245. If you know anything about money factors, you know that this is insane. It's very, very high, and it won't make any sense to lease out a Toyota 4Runner. I promise you, after you see the calculation play out, you're paying pretty much just as much in interest as you are in depreciation. Now, plugging this all into the lease calculator and assuming that we're giving just our inception fees due at start, so your first payment, acquisition fee, doc fee, registration, all that stuff due up front, roughly about $1,850 we'd be talking about $545 a month. Again, you guys, this is not including tax. Again, this is at MSRP. You get $1,000 off the MSRP. You're paying $27 less. You're paying $1,000 more on the MSRP, then you're paying $27 more. You catch my drift? Anyway, by clicking here or the link in the description below, you'll be able to access the negotiation guide summary where you'll see some of the other estimates I've prepared on the other trims. As far as insurance goes, here's where the Toyota 4Runner won't disappoint you. In Arizona, what you could expect to see is roughly $1,085, $1,495 in California, $1,635 Florida, $975 Illinois, $1,045 Massachusetts, $2,275 Michigan, $1,380 New York, $755 North Carolina, $1,250 Pennsylvania, $1,580 Texas, $785 in Virginia. You guys, keep your cool when you're out there negotiating the 4Runner. Make sure that you find a dealership that's selling at MSRP and is not making up for any sort of extra on top by charging you some additional fees or accessories and what have you. Make sure that the deal is clean at MSRP, maybe at most paying a couple hundred for a dock fee. Use negotiationguides.com to land the very best deal by clicking here or the link in the description below. This will take you to the negotiation guide summary I've prepared on the Toyota 4Runner. You'll also be able to connect with local area Toyota dealerships on negotiationguides.com so that you can land the very best deal. And if you have found this information useful, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.